on, so... Holy crap. I didn't realize how short my character was. That was really sour. Oh, I broke my apple! Fuck off, bear. Oh, my speaker's kind of loud. So wait, what am I doing? I don't want to. Give me just a second. I need to go wash caramel off my fingers.
I should sleep like a log tonight.
What?
am I going? There, I guess. Where the fuck is that? Poop. Wow, it's bright. Oh, pretty Skyrim skies. Ah! Son of a bitch. My god, there's 3 of them. There's like 3 giants there, Jesus. Oh, hey, I found the path that you're supposed to take to get down. Instead of my, jump off the fucking cliff. Ah! Holy fuck, there's shit attacking me. I was ready. Excuse me? Don't do that. That drops crap on my head. Right. You know, I've been in here so many times I should know this by now. Wrong way. I'm stuck.
Did those two idiots set these things throughout all of Blackreach?
Actually, I will take this quest now.
Watch your step, stranger. A couple of so-called ghost hunters laid traps all over the place. They insist that it's to catch spirits, haunting the mines. They don't leave soon. The only thing they'll be catching is my boot to their backside. Blackreach isn't for the faint of heart. When we first came down here, we lost people to animal attacks. That's gotten better, but now everyone's spooked about a few missing miners. Most don't realize it's not uncommon for workers to wander off. No, my wife Elle hired them. She said they'd ease people's minds, but the Hawkers are only making things worse. You look capable. If you could expose them for the charlatans they are, Elle would kick them out. What do you say? It's a paying job. The spirit-chasing fools are down in the settlement, likely setting more traps for people to trip over. Damn things covered one of my workers in paint and nearly took off his leg earlier. Shore's bones. I wish my wife hadn't hired these idiots. Blackreach is a hard place. You spend any amount of time down there and you'll learn that quick. Unfortunately, some people forget that and get in their heads to go exploring. That's usually the last we see of them. Wandered off and got eaten, more like. Either that or the darkness got to them. The isolation, the lack of sun. We've learned how to stay safe down here, but you can't protect people from everything, especially not their own minds.
I'm cold.
We call it Dusktown. It's the Bitterblade Mining Consortium settlement. We're not a big organization. There's only about a dozen of us. Most of the work that goes on here is under the table. We're a small operation, but sturdy. Well, there's no shortage of rare materials, that's for sure. But most of what we find is an abundance of creatures that want to sink their teeth into us. It's dangerous work, but everyone who signed on knew the risks going in. Yes. But you'll do well to remember that the mines are strictly off-limits to anyone who isn't under my employ. If you're looking for work, come find me once you run off these ghost-hunting buffoons. Until then, I recommend you keep your distance.
Wow.
Watch your back.
What an exciting case! I simply must write down this new development.
We have a focus on the task at hand.
Those tremors and shakes, I heard it was a vampire ritual of some sort in the northern caverns.
That's it. As soon as I can get out of this contract.
Hold on. 27 geode crates, 15 pickaxes, 5 wheelbarrows, 42 fresh tourniquets. Okay, yeah, there's a lot to do, so I don't have much time. Corpse, eh? Well, call me not surprised. He never was any good at this. Always came off like he was better than us working folk. But the only thing he was good at was slacking. All right, I'll pay you for his samples. Yeah, so what? He was going to die sooner or later. I didn't make him take the job, so him being dumb don't make me guilty. Just give me my samples and move along. Judging by this bag, it looks like he died for nothing. Figures. Now I got to find a miner who actually knows how to prospect. What? You got more bad news? Or you just want to bother me for the fun of it? Saying she's dead? Man, she was a fine-looking Nord girl. Shame that happened. She, leave a note or anything? Not like in that way, but maybe she had some feelings for me. I know she fancied me, even if she didn't say so. It was that damn Kelbard, wasn't it? Always mooning over her. Never thought she'd be stupid enough to fall for him. Well, just give me the samples. I'll pay you for the trouble. You take your money and get out of here. A shame Nguya won't be coming around anymore. I liked when she was nearby, if you know what I mean.
Ew.
You again? What, you fancy me or something?
No.
Realize dead? Ismir's gods, he was a good worker, even if he was a lizard. I thought he'd catch a break prospecting, pay off some bad debts of his. Poor luck for him. I'll take the lizard samples and pay you for your trouble. Good enough. You can fix... Walk off, pal. No time for useless chatter. Oh, boo-hoo. Mining is expensive and hard. It's even harder down here. Miners only survive when they're tough. How about you take your friendly and move along?
Oh, that hurt. Oh, I love that. I don't want to. That's fucking creepy.
Say you want a bad bitch, baby.
God damn. Well.
You've done it, Claudina. Truly excellent work.
Phoebe, we have a visitor.
Ah, hello! You're rather strapping, aren't you? If you're here about the traps, there's no need to worry. Claudina fixed them right up. She's really quite good at this. I can almost guarantee that they won't trip anyone else today. Spirits, of course. Ideally, the ones that have been terrorizing these poor people. My mentor and I have been given the important responsibility of investigating the mysterious disappearances down here. We're supernatural specialists of a sort. We're perilously close. Claudina has been doing this for years. She's practically an expert. I'm just her apprentice, but so far there hasn't been a case that we couldn't solve. Dusktown is in capable hands. Leave? But we're so close to figuring this out. If we just had a little more time, and maybe a set of extra hands? You look very clever. I'm sure if you joined us, we'd solve this in no time. Interested? Claudina would reward you, I'm sure.
One second. My controller might die.
We identified a few spots with reported spiritual activity. Here, take Claudina's notes. The hope is that placing traps here will increase our chances of capturing an entity and figuring out what happened to the missing miners. Exciting, right? I'm not sure. I used to try and guess the conclusions of our cases, but I was almost always wrong. Claudina says not to speculate too early. Each case is different and requires a different approach. I hope the missing people are safe at any rate. Me? Oh, I'm practically no one. I'm just a mage that never really fit in anywhere. That is, until I heard of Claudina's exploits. I've always been obsessed with her work, so I tracked her down and begged her to take me on as her assistant. I don't possibly have the time to tell you of her many amazing exploits. Claudina is a renowned figure when it comes to the study of the supernatural. She's had a lustrous career and published much of her work. You should read some. She's my hero. It wasn't easy. Claudina built her business herself. After her husband died, she used his fortune to pursue her studies and has been on her own ever since. But I think she saw the benefit in a pair of young hands. And an eager mind.
I don't.
Oh, what a wonderful question. I won't bore you with the details, though they are fascinating. Essentially, these traps will magically weaken the spirit. Once it passes through the physical barrier, the warding spells render it unable to move. Absolutely! My very first case with Claudina, we captured a very powerful ghost with such a trap. I'll never forget. It burst forth from the wardrobe and I nearly died of fright. Thankfully, Claudina pushed me out of the way, just in time.
Y'all crazy.
an exciting case. I simply must write down this new development.
Focus on the task at hand, Phoebe. There will be time for that later.
Oh, fuck. On a hill or on hill? Where'd my pillow go? There it is. Oh, I just down here. That's not what I wanted.
You're back! Did you have any trouble setting up the traps? Great work! You're a natural. Have you ever considered making this your life's work? It's really quite rewarding, and you certainly have the aptitude for it. Anyway, I'm sure Elle will be relieved to hear that they're all set up now. Elle Bitterblade, the head of Dusktown. She hired us, though she's been understandably doubtful since her husband, Overseer Erlvar, kicked us out of the mines earlier. Maybe you could help smooth things over by telling her the traps are set up? Oh, thank you so much. Claudina and I are good with the spirit side of things, but we struggle with people. If you talk to Elle and assure her that we're doing everything we can, she'd probably feel better. She should be right outside the mines. Well, remember what I said earlier about the traps? We had an incident with the mine foreman, but he wasn't in any danger. We freed his leg easily and got all the paint off. We fixed the traps, but nonetheless, the mines are off limits to us now. Claudina, say more about your process. I want to capture everything in my notes.
What's a little extortion among friends?
Well,
Grumog, please. There's no need for alarm.
But Captain Agaron is missing now. Who will protect us?
We don't need protection. We're perfectly safe.
You're wrong. There's something evil haunting this place, and we're its next victims.
I'm beginning to think hiring those ghost hunters was a mistake. I thought it would make everyone feel a little safer to know we were looking into it, but it's just made everything worse. Are you another one of that woman's assistants? Look, when I hired those two, they assured me that they had things well in hand. But we've got another person missing, and my people are scrambling over themselves in their fear. My town guard, Captain Agron. He was last seen at the administrative offices, but then he didn't show up for his posting. He just up and vanished, same as the others. Possibly, but I wouldn't have taken Captain Agaron for a deserter. If you're helping those ghost hunters, would you take a look in the offices? My people are scared. I'd like to have a working theory to give them, at least. Here, take my keys. They'll give you access. But please, keep your investigation out of the mines. After that incident this morning, Erlvar only wants workers down there. Best to keep everyone safe. At this point, I'm ready to believe it's all a grand joke being played at my expense. I don't know if it's just miners wandering off, or if it's malevolent spirits. But if this doesn't get figured out soon, my whole operation is going under. I started this venture with my husband. Supposing all of this chaos doesn't completely ruin us, our goal is to be the first to capitalize on Blackreach's frontier. A few days ago, I would have told you we were doing just that. Now, I'm not so sure.
I just opened a candy bar one-handed.
At this point, I'm ready to believe it's all a grand joke being played at my expense. I don't know if... At this point, I'm ready to believe it's all a grand joke being...
This is the place, Claudina. The locals say Captain Agron disappeared from this very spot.
It's locked.
Oh good, you're just in time. We've hit a wall in the investigation. How did it go with Elle? Oh, great! That's wonderful! Now we don't have to find another way inside. I keep telling Claudina you're a natural. You've just taken to all of this so splendidly. I'm thrilled you get to participate in the ceremony. I envy you, getting to experience it for the first time. Basically, if Captain Agron disappeared here, there might be some kind of spiritual residue left over from whatever took place. We need to conduct a ritual to try and harness it. Here, you take the spirit summoning whistle. When I spread the salts, you blow it. And if there are any spirits remaining in the area, the tone will force them out of hiding. It's a big responsibility, but I know you're ready for it. It varies by situation, but I've seen it work well over a dozen times. Some spirits find it more annoying than anything, but others are very susceptible to the sound. There are few supernatural beings that can ignore it, however. In here is powerful. Don't you think, Claudina? We're onto something. All right, here go the smelling salts. Get ready with the whistle. Do you hear that? It's coming from upstairs.
Slow down, Phoebe. Be vigilant, not hurry.
Did you see that basket move?
Phoebe, wait. What have I told you about jumping to conclusions? You'll have to forgive Phoebe. She's still young, and for all her scholarly knowledge, she's prone to startling at the slightest provocation. Did you find anything worthwhile? Let me see that. This is from Erlvar, the mine overseer. Could it be mere coincidence that the town guard investigating the mystery of the miners just happens to be the next to go missing? I think not. There is something amiss here. I have some idea. There's one just below, tucked away in the back of the town. Phoebe may be indisposed for the moment, so I'm counting on you to join me. Keep her whistle on you. We may need it.
What was all that screaming?
Oh, no worries here. All part of the process, I assure you.
My people are scared enough as it is, and these excessive displays are just making things...
I'm certain these are the caves mentioned in the letter. Use the spirit whistle here. What was that? It came from inside.
Agaron, no! Gods, no! Captain Agaron, he's... dead. How can he be dead? This wasn't supposed to happen. None of this was supposed to happen. I don't know. I was supposed to meet Captain Agaron, but as I passed the caves, I heard a cry. I ran in to find him bleeding out. He died before I could ask what happened. Agaron was a fine man. He didn't deserve this fate. This is unacceptable. No, I didn't. You two need to leave. Stop investigating this. Gather your assistant, pack your things, and get out of Blackreach. This is getting far too dangerous, and I don't want to see anyone else get hurt. We're wasting time. Just go!
We need to talk. I feel Overseer Erlvar knows more than he told us. The last thing we should do is heed his advice to quit now. That I do not know, but he seems to be increasingly agitated as we continue to investigate. I may deal in spirits more often than I deal with the living, but I know when I'm being led by the nose. He's hiding something. Let's find out what. Captain Agaron's wounds are fresh, which means the culprit can't have gone far. We didn't see anything on our way in, so whatever attacked him must have left through the other side of the cave. We should see if we can pick up its trail. Come, it can't have gone far. Look! Whatever killed Captain Agaron must have triggered one of our traps. There's footprints.
Those tremors and shakes, I heard it was a vampire ritual of some sort in the northern caverns.
That's it. As soon as I can get out of this contract, I'm leaving this place.
Curious. Spirits don't use trap doors. Be one with the shadows. We cannot afford to be seen. A strange mist. Follow it. It's over. Stay low.
Bruick, killing Captain Agaron was not part of our deal.
I am a vampire, Erlvar. I have needs. I made that clear when you hired me.
I hired you to protect my people. This was not what we agreed. You've taken it too far.
Who are you to reprimand me? You haven't seen too far. Just wait.
It's all beginning to make sense. Overseer Erlvar employed a vampire to protect the mine. How dastardly. I believe that explains the missing miners quite succinctly. He must have given the vampire people in exchange for protection for the rest of his workers. But from what, I wonder? Not yet. Despite our ingenious detective work, right now it's still the Overseer's word against ours. And he's already given Elle reason to distrust us. What we need is definitive proof, then she'll have to listen. I believe the Overseer's office is just across the mine. We should investigate. Of course, we have to find a way in first. Perhaps you could pick the lock, or steal his key. I'm somewhat out of my element now. Excellent. You are truly the purveyor of justice Phoebe made you out to be. Just be careful. If we manage to get ourselves caught, we won't get the chance to prove anything.
Sometimes, I just stare at the crystals down here, like I'm in a trance.
I called the guard.
Too easy to get turned around down here in all this darkness.
Where did he go? I see now.
We have the honor of being the first to break ground down here. That's not nothing.
Don't slow down. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
The deeper we mine into this place, the more darkness we're gonna dig up.
The Overseer's working us this hard.
I miss the sky. Working this hard and never seeing the sun can't be good for us.
I'm worried about the Weaver. Not likely to go wandering.
going missing every day. I haven't been sleeping much.
Oh, there's another one. Jesus. How the fuck did you get that up there?
I hate the chill that comes from this damn place.
There's still much work to be done. Don't slow down.
It's too dark to even see what you're doing
As
down
if
here.
mining wasn't dangerous enough work. Now we're trying to do it in just about the scariest place ever.
My pickaxe isn't enough to keep the beasts of Blackreach away.
What did you find?
No more vampires riding black survey. That's the type from a secret. I can only fight off so many Florian miners who are danger in abandoned town. Every captain, although already suspects something, you must speak with him soon to tell his concerns. As promised, I am doing all that I can to protect your adventure, but with the rising attack, the situation is more arduous than I anticipated. Due to the increased risk, I require additional blood donors, preferably weaker targets, whose disappearance will likely go unnoticed. If you have reservations about this, remember that I have proof of our arrangement. If you want this to remain between us, do that.
That look on your face. Tell me you found something. and explains what he was trying to protect his people from. It is not enough to simply turn this evidence over to El. I was hired to help this town. Spirits or no, I have a responsibility. We must stop this horror. The vampire seemed as though he was threatening Overseer Erlvar at the end of their altercation. Perhaps he's planning some kind of retaliation. If so, there's a chance we could catch him in the act if we find him. We need to investigate the mines. There has to be a clue that will point us in the direction of that monster. Let's leave here. Dusktown needs us. This has to be the vampire's doing. I bet he didn't stop at one. Look for more.
I miss the sun. Working this hard and never seeing the sun can't be good for us.
The Gart is on its way, intruder.
The vampire. Follow him, but stay out of sight.
Looking over my shoulder.
My hands blister any worse. I won't be able to use them.
What do you think happened to Horold?
Curse him! We'll never be able to catch him like this. How do we apprehend a man who can vanish into thin air right before our eyes? Vampires do not obey the same laws as specters and ghosts. My tools would be useless against him. Unless... Phoebe's whistle. Do you still have it? It's designed to emit a tone that's unsavory to immortal creatures. Perhaps it will disturb him. Impossible to say without evidence. But it wasn't made specifically with spirits in mind, so there is a chance. Go on, try it. This is the only plan we've got.
My head!
There he goes. Follow him. More bodies. He's leaving a trail. Come, he's not getting away.
You'll die like all the rest.
We have our proof. Let us return to Dusktown.
Hold right there! What's that? Too stupid to know the law? I don't doubt it. But you still have to pay the bounty. Stupid criminal.
This is ridiculous. You can't waltz in here and accuse me of such a thing.
My husband would never do something so insane. I don't suppose you have any proof?
Proof? What proof could they possibly have?
You and your associates accuse my husband of outrageous actions. Making deals with monsters? Murder? I hope you have a damn good reason. Let me see that. Donors? But I don't understand. You can't mean Erlvar was feeding innocent miners to a vampire in order to keep everyone safe? How could this happen? How could I not have known? These were my people! The fact that he realized he was in over his head doesn't excuse the abhorrent decision in the first place. This is sickening. We both want to protect our people, but to think he'd resort to something so barbaric. You're right. We would have been left to wonder and kept losing people were it not for you and those two over there. Just tell me one thing. Did you kill the vampire responsible? Well, at least we have more knowledge than we did. He won't get far once I send my guards after him, I can promise you that. My first priority is to deal with my idiot husband. Maybe we'll use him as bait.
Another case solved. Though we weren't dealing in spirits today, I have no doubt you'd make a fine ghost hunter. You have a natural talent for investigation. El has my sympathy. It is not easy to condemn someone you love. She is strong. She will be fine. Anyway, it was an honor to work with you. If you ever find yourself tangled in the world of spirits again, I do hope you'll seek us out. Here, take this for your time. You undoubtedly deserve it. She is strong. She will be... You know, I think Phoebe looks up to you. You've become a point of inspiration for her. I know we both hope our paths cross again. Perhaps. I still sense dark energies here. This place writhes with uneasy spirits. Overseer Earlvar was the culprit this time, but with him removed, perhaps the true spiritual mysteries of Blackreach will unravel themselves. Happiness is not something I often associate with my line of work. Dealing with the dead is often a somber affair. But dealing with the living can be too, I suppose. I am merely satisfied with our end result.
Keep your weapons sharp and close.
I cannot complain. That does not seem to stop me.
Try not to be superstitious. That brings bad luck. 9 out of 10. The cynics are right.
Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of misinformation.
I did what was needed. You should be thanking me.
Earlvar, you fool!
I only did what I thought was necessary. I had no choice. We couldn't stop the attacks ourselves. We would have kept losing people if I hadn't made a deal with him. At least working with Bruick allowed me to control our losses. Losing one worker a week instead of 5 felt worth it. No. I thought I had him in the palm of my hand. I provided him with a steady supply of blood, and I mistakenly thought that meant he relied on our working arrangement. He showed me the error of my ways. Now I'm paying the price for it.
that take longer than that?
At last, a private meal. Dryskin, we feed together.
I almost died. It's not safe here.
I love that so much. No, it's me, please.
Another dead soldier and no sign of our supplies. This is the third caravan this month that never made it to Dragon Bridge. And the soldier I sent to look for it, dead! I'm at my wit's end! Troll's blood! The garrison's remaining reserves won't last a week without an influx of fresh supplies. Oh, we eventually find the wagons, ransacked, ruined, and no sign of the traders. All I can say for sure is that without a safe and constant supply line, the Dragon Bridge garrison will collapse, and that will leave the entire region in jeopardy. The garrison isn't at full strength. It's like Solitude has forgotten us. We haven't seen relief soldiers in quite some time. I need every remaining soldier to guard the town. You look capable. Are you willing to aid the garrison and earn some gold?
No.
Look for the missing caravan. See if you can determine what happened to it and who's to blame. I need to check on Ina, the caravan agent. She has a camp on the overlook, south of the bridge. Meet me there if you find any sign of the caravan. Ina White-Eye. Maybe caravan agent is too formal a title. I suppose you would call her a smuggler. She deals in black market goods. After Solitude stopped responding, she agreed to supply the garrison. I don't like it, but she's been a godsend. That's been a recent development, but yes. Without supplies from either legitimate sources or otherwise, the garrison's days are numbered. And Ina has been nothing but helpful. Dragon Bridge is her home, as well as ours. Politics, I suppose. Look, we've never been a high priority for the capital city. But this total disregard is a new low, even for Solitude. It's like the High King's Court has more important matters to attend to. I do what I can, but it's never easy. Besides being an important lumber town, Dragonbridge serves as the crossroads for the northern region. We're the first line of defense for Solitude and the neighboring holds. Though in our current state, I'm not sure how much good we can do. Ina White-Eye. Maybe Caravan. Good luck. Meet me at the Overlook if you find anything.
Have a nice day, thank you.